judge telling you that your assets from your home are only material items. Get over it. I think we did well.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people to change this bloody system.
One of them has to go to work.
One of them has to go to work, but I'll be in touch with you, mate, because I think you're it. All right? I'll be in touch with you.
You will, John.
Okay. Nice to see you again, Ed, and
Yep.
under more auspicious circumstances this time than last time, I think, if I remember rightly.
North Cape Taverns.
Yeah, no, never mind about that, Jim. Bloody booze again.
So what,
Here we go.
You can do a lot of networking up there.
Networking?
I'm only pissed off because you didn't ask me.
Sorry?
I'm only pissed off because you didn't ask me. Oh, yes.
All right, well,
I've been in the
time is marching on, so we've got
Thank you,
two.
everyone. Take it easy.
We've got 2 more speakers to go, 3 more speakers to go. I'm one of them. So I'm going to cut mine short. And the reason I'm going to cut it short is because we want to get straight on to the nitty gritty, which is what the hell are the answers to all this? Right, now then. You've got one of these on your thing. You've got one of them on yours. Let's just explain this, and let's get to give you some, you to give me some answers, because I'll do what I can. This guy rang me up yesterday, or no, he sent me a fax, and he said, Judge Mather's home, next door to Judge Mather's home, is an open home. We should go there and suss him out. We should suss this crim out, were his actual words. Now, I didn't even know who this guy is. So there's people out there saying, what are they saying? I don't know what they're saying. I passed this by Rod Hooker, and he said, oh no, you don't have to go and tell the police. So I didn't. That's just a thought, okay? In Australia, this is the Shared Parenting Council of Australia, short for SPCA. We know what that means, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. Exactly. And is that exactly what you are? Is that what you're reduced to? One person over here said, yes, I didn't want to go and see the kids again. To hell with the bloody kids. That makes you in the line of an animal, doesn't it? If you want to, even animals don't commit bloody suicide, do they? Lemmings, sorry. Lemmings, sorry. But I think that's a mass thing. It's not an individual. Here are the recommendations. No, here are a couple of the recommendations because I don't really have time for the whole lot. This was for the SPCA, the the Shared Parenting Council of Australia. That an application for government administration of child support not be available to parents who share the care of their children with a resident schedule of between 40 and 60% of the time, subject to an approved parenting plan or court order that provides a structure for payment of outside ancillary costs associated with the child. That was their proposal. This is the lobby group. This is the biggie. Bevan and I went across to see them. Jeff Green, this is his book. The second one, and this is the last one, so I'm not going to get too excited. No, exactly. That the low cost budget standards unit, BSU guidelines, be established as benchmarks formulae in a fixed dollar amount for child support to be paid by parents who have between 0 and 40% care of the children, which means you pay according to what you don't do. What's wrong with that? It's time for everybody to grow up around child support, to grow up around money. Women can do anything. We've heard it 1,000 bloody times.
Using other people's money?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that, yeah. But listen, women can do anything. Look, this is the story. Grow up. If you want to shared parenting your child, you pay, put your hand up, naughty boy. No, if you want to shared parent your child, you can't get a job. You get your parents and your grandparents of the child on the job. and you make arrangements. It's as simple as that. Now then, what have we got in the court here? Have a look at your face, your smiley face. Right, we've got on the first eye, target 1, access and custody, now called contact and day-to-day care. How lovely jubbly. Okay, marginalisation of dad. That's the little tears coming down from that one. Oh, whoa, yeah, right, mate, hello. And this is, we'll go on to target 2 because we should go to 1 to 2. This is the family court, lawyers, judges and psychologists. They are the target. And this is bias snot coming out of their nose.
Why don't you get a suggested system needed a punch in them?
I wouldn't mind. Okay, target 3. And that's what we're here today for. And I believe we've got the makings of a huge impact on this government here. Child support. 25% of your income? You were saying 24, 25%, wasn't it? 27? And penalties? I don't know how much the bloody penalties are, but that's enough, isn't it? Another big fat tear coming out of the family court's eyes. Oh dear, how sad, never mind. Now then, on the other side of the face, or no, on the bottom of the face, we've got some little tongues hanging out, 3 tongues hanging out, in fact. We've got equal shared parenting here, along the lines of that Jimmy Bagnall's talking about, and has been talking about for a while.
11 years.
Thank you, Jimmy. Right. And we can lobby around this. But children's love is valued in this system, and that's what all these signs are about. Children's love are valued. No child support, as in the Aussie system. Fathers are valued as, where was it? I've forgotten, I've lost it now. Yeah, okay. Is it child support or supporting our children? It's supporting our children. All right, now we've got 1 target, 2 targets, 3 targets. Or we've got the lobbying option of shared parenting. That's all we've got. That's all we've got. Now then, this guy who wants to knock off Judge Mather, and who I don't know who it is, but I'm praying that he will do tonight. Because Judge Mather, because Judge Mather the other day, I spent 8 hours Mackenzie friending a person, getting all their filing out, the parenting plan, the opening submissions, the closing submissions. I've done it 100 times. No, I've done it more than 100 times, because this time I wasn't allowed in the court. That was just before your 100th time that I did. So Judge Mather said, permission denied from my for the thing. I'm not allowed in there as a Mackenzie friend. And that's what he told the guy, John Dunn, I'm not allowed in because I've been demonstrating outside the court. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. You know? Well, yeah, it's fascism. It's femi-fascism, basically. All right, now then, so that we can get to this thing, how are we going to lobby, or how are we going to target? What are we going to do? That is what we have to make up our mind. And if you've got any suggestions and you want to put them now, apart from wiping Judge Mather out, we cannot have that one, obviously, you know, meeting like this, because one of you might be a mole. No, I don't think there's any moles here. Yes.
Is Mather a bloke or?
He's a bloke.
No, probably not.
He's a bloke, man. David Mather. Okay. He's got a bloke's name, that's right. He's a lesbian in a man's body, put it that way. Right. Okay. Now, I mean, Dave knows David, don't you, Dave? He's one of your best mates, best mate you ever had, isn't he?
You put me in touch with this.
Oh, if only I could get in touch with him myself. I was going to the open home today, but I thought this is more important. So what do we do? Come on. You're the audience. This is supposed to be interactive, participatory shit.
Jim, one of the things we can do with child support is that their current child support
Hang on.
method.
Hang on.
copies gone.
Oh, no, we don't know what you're on the wrong. Oh, go to the bathroom. You didn't say that.
Well, I'll go upstairs. No, I interrupt you.
No, there's the one over there.
There's one up here.
Oh, please yourself. Okay. Right. Right.
Sorry.
She's an IRD mole. Okay. Right, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, their press and the way they structure their people is to provide compliance, because apparently we won't comply unless we are threatened with a big stick. So one of the things we can do in the child support area is to actively increase their cost of compliance.
How do we do that?
Make them do work that requires effort on a personal level. So write them letters, and this is something that will come out in more detail at the conference, because there are definite ideas around this.
By arguing the shitter out of them, basically.
No, by asking them for things.
Oh, just annoyance, annoying value. Yeah.
Write them a letter and say,
Yeah.
I believe the payment in March this year was wrong.
Yeah.
Can you please provide
Extra evidence.
additional
Whatever.
information that
Yes, additional.
supports the
All
payment
right.
around child
All right.
support.
Jimmy.
I believe we've been shown the way by the result we got from the small amount of bothering that we've done.
Right, this is on the IRD side or the access and custody side, or both.
The bothering gives
Right.
a chance to talk in the media, even though they cock it up, granted. But talk about child support again, right? I personally don't
Start
think that's
bothering
an issue.
senior tax officials in
Mark Miller,
child support
Judith Collins.
and
And-
tax solicitors. these
Yes.
people
One
have.
bit more to that. None of you here have bothered to use the bothering site that Noel has so generously given us. Get the names on there. The police have approached me and said if we put the names up there, they are not going to bother us. What they will bother is if we go and continue to attack people without warning.
All right, okay, we got the bothering
The
done.
police are supporting you, why aren't you supporting
Yes,
Noel and us?
okay, well, that is an issue, I quite agree. But what we're looking for is more ideas, okay? Right, come on. Yes,
I believe, as I've been saying since 2003, it's not that I believe it's already that I have proved, that when Margaret Wilson introduced the Care of Children Bill, she failed due process. She broke the law. She's since been promoted to the Speaker. You can't break the law as the Attorney General.
what are we going to do about it? Ben, sorry, no, Ben, what are we going to do about it? Just tell me now what we're going to do about it.
You are going to support my allegation by saying he's right.
Well, then what?
By doing
If that doesn't happen and nothing happens,
It's
then
all-
what?
All you need to concentrate on is that the present Speaker, who is the God in Parliament, broke the law in 2003. Just concentrate on it. Nothing else matters.
Support
broke the
Ben.
law.
Okay, right, next one.
What about human rights, Jim? Could we put a kit together for a human rights complaint?
Yes.
It's already been done.
And have, and have 1,000 people put it in at weekly intervals?
Right, yes, let's do it.
Talking about, that goes on the other side,
Yep.
regulated in Wales.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this one, what, the human rights in regard to the whole thing? Okay. Very good.
The bothering is against senior officials is good. It starts the public awareness. What is even better is a parliamentarian taking the matter up. Unfortunately, the Republicans don't have anybody in that position, so therefore somebody who is vocal, such as Judith Collins at the moment with her deadbeat dads, who was invited to attend, who sent an apology and would like a copy of what is being said today given to her, lobbying current parliamentarians, a bothering but not bothering coercion with the true facts, and let's get it out there.
Right.
Let's all go to Cleveland.
Right.
Let's go see Judith.
Right.
Why not?
Let's do a little bit of both. Why don't we do the bothering first and then go and talk to her afterwards?
perhaps one thread of that is that it's a bit, I think it's probably wise to use the good cop, bad cop, where people who are people who go and talk afterwards, it often doesn't really have good credibility, I think, to actually try and be the bad guy and the good guy at the same time, that it's better to have them working together but not visibly be the same people.
The lobbying of like Judy Turner, who is swaying towards a middle ground.
Yes, and about bloody time too. We started with it 6 years.
I wonder,
Dave.
it's a small thing perhaps, but I just wonder, part of the problem we have is the terminology, right? Because this is called the Child Support Act, okay? But it's not, it's anything but child support.
So in other words, let's go for that, the Australian model.
Well, but what I'm saying is that it's what it is who coined the term around one of you defined people called it a child tax, and that's actually what it is. It's actually a child tax. It's not actually child.
So what's the word? It's semantics, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, but what it is it actually, we're always on the back foot when we talk about child support,
Yep.
because you've got your Judith Collins saying, you know, they don't want to support their children. So
Yeah.
they've completely missed the whole point before you've even said a word.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just agree with whoever it was that we should call it child tax.
Yes.
And what we want to have is child support act, and what we've got is a child tax act, and that's kind of the root of the whole problem, and it all just gets worse from there on. But the whole, I disagree with whoever it was that said it's just a question of the wire being loose. It's actually the whole engine is wrong.
Okay, it's wired up wrong.
Yeah, and I think that where the Australian group,
Hang on, we just only want one at a time, please. Thank you.
you know, the first thing you should look at is to say, well, what we should be saying is we should be saying, okay, for example, if WINS say it costs this much to raise a child, or if the Australians actually went and did some proper research and found out what it costs to raise a child, that's what should be being paid, unless you can't afford to pay that much. Right? If your objective is actually to support a child, then that's what it should be based around.
Yes, what about a slogan? Child support, exploiting a natural resource.
No, I think that the whole term, we should be talking about
Tax.
child tax.
Yes.
The current act is a child tax, and what we want to have is child support.
Dave, you've got an excellent point, but the whole thing carries right through. Family court should not be family court.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Yes, mate.
I don't think we should answer their letters anymore. Inland revenue, child support, I think we should put return to sender, I don't want it.
Trouble with, I agree, in fact, and that's what I think.
Because
I
every
think-
time one of you people got up and
But
complained,
Hang on, let him have his talk. Let him have his say.
it got worse. You did the reviews, it got worse. They gave it more. The more communication you with them, it is going to hurt you more.
And you're expanding the empire.
Yes.
The problem that we have constantly is that people are dependent on their wages. I don't get a cost anymore. I've been not getting a cost for a long time. But everyone needs to keep being part of the system. And this is why we don't have the numbers here, because everybody is so dependent on their existence. And so people would love to do that, but they don't yet see those who would do it organised enough to make it happen. It needs to be in the papers. This group is doing this.
So we
They will do this to whatever end.
So what are you saying? We should all go out and live on the street?
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
that if that's an
More
idea of returning your mail, even if you're paying it in some ways, you must return your mail. You
Okay.
must all do the same thing.
I'm not
You
saying
must all do
return it, I'm saying don't read it
Yeah, well, don't read it. Oh, don't, yeah, sure.
and return.
Yeah, and write on, well, I'd say read it, well, don't read it, but just return it with something on the outside. What I do is I write back on the outside of the letter, you bastards, you've stolen my children, I don't say you bastards, but I will not pay you any child support until you give me my children back, and they don't send me mail anymore.
And you
They don't send me any mail, no one sends me any mail.
All right,
I just send it straight back.
Okay, can I just come in there? Obviously, what is going to happen is we're going to have to get everybody to do that. Everybody is not here today. Everybody is not going to come today. Everybody is not going to do that. What we've got to do is do something that everybody can do.
Well, let's make it a
Jim, perhaps we should be asking ourselves, how do we lobby the thousands and thousands of fathers that are paying child support that are not here? That's what we need to do.
I have spent all week on the telephone ringing the... Hang on, let me just finish what I'm going to say. All of these things that Mark Shipman gave me, he has been in touch with all of these guys. I have spoken to them on a number of occasions. You coming? Yes. Where are they? Not here, except around there. And yeah, and just a few of the stalwart people. It's not going to work. I tell you that for sure.
Stop talking numbers, you're talking bullshit.
But it's something easy we can do.
Well, look, if we can get somebody on board with a list like that, you can have that list, Grant, if you want to, and ring around those guys and say, look, this is what we want done. This is what the meeting that you were supposed to come to. Bothering saying, okay, can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion? What about our bloody convoy down to Wellington for that January the 26th? What about a convoy? What about it's a long weekend in Auckland, so we don't have to worry about getting back in time. We can get some money, can't we, Bev, for some petrol for you, and we can make a plan, and we can have another meeting at either Bevan's place or wherever, and we can get down there in convoy. Now that would highlight the situation, wouldn't it? People would say, Jesus, look at all them bloody cars. And then you can ring around, Grant, you can ring around these poor bastards over here who didn't come today, but they might want to come on a convoy. Could you inspire them to do that?
I'll take the war.
I'm talking to Grant. I'm talking to Grant.
Yeah, convoy's good.
Yeah, let's have a funeral procession.
Right, funeral will do me. Yep.
I'll put a coffin on top of the War for Kids wagon, but I'm going early because us old fellas can't handle a trip in one day like you.
Down in Wellington, if you pay for the leaflets to be distributed, I will distribute them on the streets of Wellington constantly. As many as you send, they will be distributed. Craig Jackson will help me.
Let's publicise it.
It's done. It's just, you need to make sure that those leaflets are out there.
Right.
And they need
Okay,
to be good and
Murray.
I really think we have to change the image of non-custodial parents. So I think the government, whether it's Labour or National, both of them appear to gain public support by beating up on
Yes,
fathers
you're
paying
right.
child support.
You're right.
And
Jenny
as I
Chipley's
said,
running show
we'll
with
never- we've got to solve that problem before we'll actually get the public to say, yes, this is not acceptable what's being done. Both Labour and National both use non-custodial funds.
Because you're a punch bag, mate. And you're a punch bag, and you're a punch bag. Everybody in here is a punch bag, including Jim. I'm a bloody punch bag. I wasn't allowed in the court the other day. The guy that I helped out of, I believe to be suicidal or a murderous situation last Friday, I think it was. No, Thursday. Again, he wasn't granted what he wanted under the new docket system. Have you heard of the docket system? The docket system is when you can go to a judge and you can say, I can see an emerging, like in your case, I can see an emerging case of injustice happening here. And you go along to the judge and you're supposed to be able to say, I want to speak straight to a judge. You know what I had to do? I had to spend 3 hours filling in fucking affidavits and bloody applications and information sheets. And he said, oh, we've just got a few of these things, and it's like a lottery type thing. You just choose one, and that might. It's not going to work. The docket system is not going to work. I mean, I have had no direct experience, and that's the only good of me, I suppose, is that I've got direct experience within the courtroom situation. Not so much with child support. That's why I'm not so good at child support. But now we're moving towards, Jim finishing. But what we've got is a picture. We've got one eye, access and custody. One eye, child support. One bloody nose, bias bloody snot coming out of it from the lawyers and the family court judges and the psychologists. And on the other hand, we've got shared parenting, which have got 3 tongues looking for food, father being valued, no child support, and children love value towards their father. We've got the tongues hanging out for that. We've got to change the system from that shit to this good stuff.
Exactly.
And that's what it amounts to. Now, there are so many brains in this, and good brains in this meeting today, that what we need to do is to put our brains together and meet again before this conference and set a time, and I'll leave that to Bevan and whoever wants to have a go at it, Mark maybe. You know, I'm just trying to make the thing a little bit clearer because of the 100th time I've been in there. And thank you, Paul, for what you did. I was a Mackenzie friend for him, and I was a Mackenzie friend for his ex-wife, Anita. And I was able to help both of them because they were both prepared to help each other.
You didn't make lawyers any richer.
Oh.
Oh, we did, Council for Child.
But Surgeoner, if the cap fits where it's Surgeoner, Pillow Talk Surgeoner did not come along because she had now been removed, terminated. Okay, well that's my lot. Sorry, Ben, sorry.
Yeah,
Jim, did you take that pen with you? Jim? Did you take that black pen with you?
No, it's on the radiator.